I wish could have happened was for everyone on the screen. That is so important to me from all walks of life to meet everyone in the room. Because honestly, I've talked about you guys to each other for so long. Like the girls in my life are Anuja, Nishi, Jill, Jazz, and they will be forever. And then there's the SF girls, and like it's kind of this like amazing. It's an amazing experience to make such great friends later. And all throughout this time, I've had our dance crew, which like we were talking to John Yang, who always like asks the best questions, asked like, who's your oldest friend in the room? And I was like, obviously Sony and Raji I've known forever, but like the oldest friend in the room was Pundi. And Pundi was like this inflection point for me in college because it is how I met like all of dance. And I mean, Janji like is, you know, it's funny, like I moved to San Francisco in 2012, 10 years after we graduated college. For those first 10 years, like we had kind of kept in touch. It was awesome because the dance crew in Got Soul in New York was so close, but but then like people who were close to in college, like John G and John Yang and others, like they didn't live there. And then to move out here in 2012 college and for them to have this other like parallel universe, same group of friends with like Jasmine and you guys and Georgette and Amir and Victor, and like it just felt like this built-in home. I never felt like I had to make new friends, honestly. Like moving to San Francisco, I moved, obviously we know why, but also the comfort was that Samit and Sony and Raji were there. And then I didn't even really think about like all the good friends I had. And it was like from day one, like an instant crew. Although I will say these guys used to do this thing called houseboat, and Paul and Chelsea, or Chelsea was not in the picture, she would never let this happen. But Paul did not realize how good of friends I was with John. And so I wasn't invited that first summer, and I felt like John could have defended me, and he did, but it's okay. That's like real. But he's made up since then, and every additional person I know, there's like everyone's trying to rush me, but I just want to finish.
Nobody's rushing it up. We're all sitting.
Take your time.
Okay, so
Sit down.
I really truly think that like, as much as everyone has said these things about me, which like, thank you, and the stories have been amazing, and I love them. Like, I think, and as you're telling me the story, I am also reflecting on my first memory of you, and I wish I could share it back because they're epic stories of like how I've met you guys, the conversations. I mean, Jazz, like, if I forced my friendship onto Mega, like, I feel like you took me to Starbucks, we were supposed to study, and we like basically spilled our life, like our guts out to each other and bonded, and you know, and so, but anyway, I was trying to end with like the SF crew is this built-in family that I came to SF with. And, you know, a lot of people these days are like, no new friends. I'm doing a hashtag. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, and I obviously don't subscribe to that. And I made like amazing new friends. Like, not like, they're not just my San Francisco friends. Like, I have a story for each of you. And this is just going to take 2 hours and Sam's going to cut me off and it's going to be awkward. But for the SF girls, which are Shruti, Sachi, Priya, and Aparna, who's on the call, like Aparna made all of those memes. Also, for anyone who's doing the crossword puzzle, anyone who's doing the crossword puzzle and was annoyed that it was really hard, I was blaming it on Archana, and someone corrected me that was Aparna that made it. And like your guys' skill level, and actually Ria, I'm going to throw you on there too, is next level. The three of you should go head to head on crossword puzzles and not include us because it's really hard. Anyway, but the girls like Aparna, Sachi, Shruti, and Priya, like you guys are new friends. I didn't think there was no void in my life of good girlfriends. There was no void in my life of good like friends that knew me from college, but you guys filled something that I didn't know I was missing. Honestly, like our day-to-day conversation is awesome. You guys are sisters. I feel so supported by you guys, and like you know me the newest. And I think like when I never thought about that until John asked that question. Like, yes, it's only in the last few years, and every single one of you has like, it's an individual friendship with each and every one of you. It's not just the collective, but we are better together. To the folks that are like, you know, it's funny, our crew, our dance crew, and Sam knows this, we're harsh. We're not an easy group of friends. And when people, and when people bring in significant others, we do not want them. We do not welcome them. We do not make them feel like it's home. We don't even invite them sometimes to weddings or birthday parties, even if they're significant others. We just have these weird guardrails up, like, who's that? And I just want to call out a couple of people who like have strengthened the bond, not just like with the crew, but Chelsea and Nick, and this is why I just wish you guys were here, but Chelsea and Nick who are back there. Frankly, I don't consider Amir, like, I'm looking, like, I just pointed at Amir, but I don't consider Amir an add-on friend because he was like how I met him at the same time.
So we're
All right, so that's why I like Nick. No, but honest to God, like, Nick and Chelsea, so yesterday, just so you guys know, Sony was trying to, like, we had this beautiful dinner, and Sony was trying to, like, not have today be so long. So she was like, anyone in the room that wants to maybe, like, say something nice about Polly, it actually took a lot of, like, does anybody want to say anything?
I clearly didn't get anybody drunk, and actually, I believe you. You didn't get anyone drunk enough.
I got myself drunk.
And the two people that spoke, I mean, a few people spoke, but the two people that spoke, like, at length and very lovingly were Chelsea and Nick. And they are, like, the newest friends I have. They are because of the SF crew, like, obviously, thank you, John, thank you, Paul, for, like, finding them. But they are, like, legit faves. I don't imagine myself doing things in the future. I don't imagine another celebration of life without them in it. I really don't. I don't imagine another celebration of life without any one of you guys. Like, that is truly, I feel like somebody, Mo probably, like, left, it's fine. But Mo is in that.
She left when video.
Mo is in that boat.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I can't even get, like, I can't talk about you guys to my girls because I feel like I'm talking about too many new friends sometimes, but I truly feel like we've got such real friendships. And, like, I don't know, like, turning 40, all of you know, I do not identify with this age. I don't feel it. I don't want it in some ways. I will say this, when I was moving out a couple weeks ago, I told many of you guys this, but I opened up that box of photos. A lot of you guys received the photos and a box of cards that I've just kept with me from move to move to move. And I actually just gave myself the day to, like, read them. And it was only because of that day that I feel like, you know what, Paul, like, it's 40 years lived fully. And that was awesome. It's just awesome. And, like, this is it. And, like, I know I laughed a lot today, but I looked at your guys' expression. Kate, though, I feel like has had a blast tonight.
The hair gets higher.
And I think that, like, I've just somehow, like, curated this epic group of people. I was born in an epic family. Epic. You guys know my siblings. Like, I feel like sometimes we're like one body and, like, we're just extensions of each other. Like, I don't even try to be good at the things that I know Sonia is really good at. She's an amazing mom. I'm gonna try to do that one point. That's another thing. I don't try to be like, I always big up Summit because he's, like, the smart one and will always be the quick one. And also I get annoyed because, like, everything I have, like, tried to teach him, he then is better at me. And it's annoying, honestly, but it's fine. So I was born into an epic family. I somehow, like, built a life of epic people around myself. There is a moment, I think this year has been, like, a punctuating moment in all of our lives where it's like, it's really, really easy to think about what we don't have. I frankly focus on that all the time. I don't have this, like, best under 40 award that I would have wanted, like, you're all, and, like, probably half of you, but, like, I really wanted one. I didn't get it. It's fine. But I'm going to focus on, like, I'm gonna focus on, like, the things I have and not the things that I don't have. And I have an abundance of fun. And that's what this is. Like, I have an abundance of fun. And, like, that, that's all. Like, I don't know. I have no good exit strategy. Cut me off. Oh! One more person. Obviously, I said, like, my sibs and my mom. I don't know if my mom's, like, already doing this, so I don't know what's happening. But I want to thank Sony a lot, and Sami and Archana, and probably Raji, because Sony needed, like, the support. Raji had to do a lot of other things. I don't know. But, like, for real, I enjoy celebrating you guys. I enjoy, like, all of the, like, DIY. I have not enjoyed not being part of the WhatsApp groups that we're planning today at all. I was like, there's a real dip in conversation in our WhatsApp thread because everyone moved to some other thread, but it's fine. And I know that, like, it was not under a non-stressful time. Like, it is a stressful time. Kids at home, move. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, so I just want to thank the Sims because you guys did a lot. And obviously Summit and Arch, I would have wanted you guys here, but I know you guys are the best, and I'm very lucky. And Mom, I can't talk about you because everybody has not met my mom. Honestly, it's kind of like sucks for you. She is, and like not just meet her because I don't think you actually get to know like the gem of a woman that she is, but she's just this like she's smarter than all of us. She is, you can tell, is a good multitasker. She just like moved the party over. I'm gonna start doing your PTs. She's. I mean, my girlfriends know, like, Nude, you guys know, you know, like you grew up with my mom. You can't explain it. She knows everything. She's almost like such a level of like omniscience. Like, but she's also funny. She's frankly wittier than Sam, and Sam is funny as hell. Like, you know, like she's like the best of the best.
Aww, good exit. Good job. Good job.
Good applause.